All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're going to treat the universe like the ultimate massive crime scene, one that's just full of baffling clues, staggering scales, and totally unsolved anomalies. We're looking at the cosmos not just as a static collection of stars, but as this highly active, volatile environment that holds secrets challenging the very limits of human understanding. So buckle up because we are hunting down the universe's absolute greatest mysteries. To kick off our investigation, we actually have to ask a pretty terrifying question about the very boundaries of reality itself. Have you ever wondered what exactly happens when you reach the edge of the universe? It's a question that pushes the absolute limits of astrophysics. And answering it? Well, it requires us to completely rethink what the word edge actually means in a cosmos that might just go on forever. Section 1. The Edge of Infinity. Let's take a look at our tiny patch of reality. Imagine, if you will, that we're just standing on a tiny patch of land in a vast, seemingly endless plain, and there's a picket fence right around us, representing the absolute limit of light. We call this boundary the particle horizon. Basically, it's the maximum distance from which light has actually had time to reach us since the dawn of time. But beyond that fence, there are likely thousands or potentially infinitely more regions just as large as ours, forever hidden in the dark simply because their light hasn't reached our telescopes yet. And you know, the scale, even within our own little fenced-in yard, is so massive that if you tried to travel to the nearest galaxy, well, even light, which is the absolute fastest thing in the universe, takes 2.5 million years just to make the trip. That is 2.5 million years moving at a staggering 186,000 miles per second. It really puts into perspective just how isolated our cosmic neighborhood truly is, doesn't it? Moving on to Section 2, Bizarre New Alien Worlds, Uncovering Exoplanetary Anomalies. Back in 1990, when the Hubble Space Telescope first launched, humanity knew of exactly 0 exoplanets. Literally none. But today, that number has exploded into this massive catalog of over 6,000 confirmed worlds beyond our solar system. The sheer precision of our modern instruments has pioneered an entirely new field of cosmic forensics. And we aren't just finding floating space rocks out there. We are finding absolute monsters. Take the exoplanet L9859d, for example. It's an entirely new class of world characterized by vast oceans of bubbling magma and toxic, sulfur-rich atmospheres. Then there's Beta Pictoris d, a sort of ghost planet that was literally hiding in our own archive data for more than a decade before we finally spotted it. And thanks to a new artificial intelligence pipeline, scientists in the UK recently validated over 100 new hidden worlds in NASA's test data. We even just captured the first robust measurements of intense magnetic winds whipping around 7 blistering hot Jupiter-like planets. So yeah, the universe, it turns out, is incredibly hostile and endlessly varied. Section 3. The Dark Universe Revealed, Shadows in the Cosmos. Okay, so this is where things get really weird. Our greatest observatories are finding massive structures composed of materials we literally cannot even directly see. The Euclid mission recently uncovered an entire galaxy made of dark matter. We only know it's there because of its immense gravitational pull, but it emits absolutely no light, no energy, nothing our traditional senses can detect. It is the ultimate invisible suspect. And you know what? The plot thickens. Scientists are now starting to realize that dark matter might not just be one uniform blanket of invisible mass, but a complex family of multiple forms just waiting to be unraveled. Just like the matter we can see comes in different elements and states, the dark universe might have its very own diverse, invisible chemistry that is secretly pulling the strings of the entire cosmos. Section 4. Monsters in the Void, Rogue Black Holes and Active Nuclei. Picture this. For millennia, a wandering mega-black hole is just roaming unseen through the void. Then, a star drifts just a little too close to its gravitational path. In a violent, incredibly sudden event, that star is completely shredded by the immense tidal forces of this rogue black hole. The really wild part? NASA's Swift Observatory actually caught this cosmic crime in action, capturing the brilliant flare of energy emitted right as the star was devoured. We also get surprised by these things all the time. When astronomers looked at the heart of the globular cluster NGC 6397, they fully expected to find one massive intermediate mass black hole anchoring the center. But Hubble revealed a terrifying reality instead, a dense concentration of smaller black holes, all just swarming and lurking together right in the core. It completely upended our models of how these dense stellar clusters operate.
So, our hunt for these monsters takes us way back to the early universe. Targeting a distant spiral galaxy nicknamed the Saguaro, the James Webb Space Telescope detected these really mysterious little red dots. By analyzing these dots, researchers realized they aren't just oddities, they actually represent a temporary, highly active phase in the life cycle of supermassive black holes from the absolute dawn of time. It's basically like finding baby pictures of the very monsters that now sit at the center of modern galaxies.
Section 5. The Ultimate Cosmic Mystery, Violent Histories and Unexplained Physics. The sheer scale of these unsolved mysteries is absolutely staggering, and they are constantly breaking our established models of physics. For instance, data indicates that our very own Milky Way galaxy somehow had its entire spiral disk flip over by more than 90 degrees in the distant past, and we still have no clue what massive violent event caused it. Then we have the dead star RxJ0528 plus 2838, which was imaged emitting this stunning shockwave that, according to all our current physics models, simply should not exist. And finally, Hubble and Webb data showed that an incredibly early galaxy named MXDFZ 4.4 produced such intense ionizing light that it literally burned away the opaque neutral hydrogen fog that clouded the early cosmos, fundamentally transforming its neighborhood.
So think back to that picket fence we talked about earlier. Every single shredded star, every molten exoplanet, every swarm of black holes we've investigated today is trapped right inside our particle horizon. It is our tiny, fenced-in patch of reality, limited purely by the speed of light and the age of the universe. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final, mind-bending thought about the endless dark beyond our sight. If our tiny, observable bubble of the cosmos contains this much violence, mystery, and unimaginable beauty, what terrors and wonders await us in the infinite, unobservable universe, just beyond the edge of our reality? Keep looking up, because the universe is always ready to surprise us.